The sky is not silent. It is alive with meaning. 5.5 million years ago, before maps, before compasses, before satellites, our ancestors looked upward, their survival tethered to the endless glitter of night. Imagine a world where direction was carved not into screens or charts, but into memory bone and instinct. How did the early humans learn to walk by starlight, to read the shifting heavens as if they were roads? And how does that raw primal skill echo against the glowing maps and GPS voices that guide us today? Darkness folds around the savanna. The horizon is a jagged black line, and the air is thick with the scent of dry grass and distant predators. A small band of hominins, lean, silent, restless, emerges from the tree line. They do not scatter. They do not wander. Their eyes lift wide and unblinking toward the cosmos. A familiar constellation glimmers above the horizon. To us, they are stars. To them, they are fire spirits, a rhythm older than the earth they tread. Their bare feet press into dust as they follow the pattern, step after step, the night sky, charting their course more faithfully than any beaten trail. Each movement is deliberate, ritualistic. A mother grips her child against her hip, her other hand steadying a sharpened stick that doubles as weapon and walking staff. Her eyes flick upward again and again, aligning her body with a bright star that never leaves the northern sky. She doesn't know the word north. She doesn't need to. She knows safety lies where the star leads toward a river, where water glitters pale under moonlight, away from the territory where hyenas prowl. The band moves like a single organism. One young male pauses, squatting low, ear pressed to the earth, catching the faint tremor of distant hooves. His gaze returns to the stars, then to his kin. A nod is all it takes. The herd is near. Their survival depends not just on tracking the land beneath their feet, but the endless sky above. Every hunt, every migration, every escape is calculated against this celestial map. The stars to them are not decoration. They are law. Now fade forward millions of years. A pilot sits in the cockpit of a jet streaking across oceans, dials glowing satellites, whispering coordinates into his headset. His eyes never leave the instruments. Outside, the stars blaze, but they are irrelevant. Navigation has moved from the skin to the machine, from instinct to algorithm. Yet the echo of those first sky watchers still hums beneath the surface of every journey. Back in the deep past, clouds gather. The stars blur. The band hesitates, clustered together like stones in a riverbed. Without the sky, their world collapses into uncertainty. Whispers of predators swirl in the wind. The matriarch raises her chin, searching for a single point of light to pierce the haze. When it appears faint but steady, a ripple of relief runs through the group. They move again, their survival reborn in the glow of a star. Here lies the essence of human endurance, trust in patterns, the ability to orient against chaos. In the prehistoric night under the canopy of ancient constellations, the first navigators etched their stories into the dust, every step guided by fire in the sky. And in the glowing maps of our devices, we still chase the same promised direction, certainty, survival. This is where the story begins. The night deepens, and the band's pace quickens. Their breath clouds faintly in the cool air, shoulders glistening with sweat as they move across open terrain. Every step is a gamble. The ground beneath them conceals snakes. The shadows hide stalking lions, yet their gaze never falters from the stars. Above the constellations rise higher, marking both danger and salvation. To follow the wrong path is death. To follow the right one is survival. The matriarch halts. Her eyes lift to a brilliant cluster just emerging above the eastern horizon. She remembers this pattern. It rises with the rains, and with the rains come the herds. Water, food, renewal. She kneels and traces the pattern into the dust with her finger, teaching the children who cluster around her legs. The little ones do not yet understand the stars, but they will. Knowledge is not written in books, but carved into memory, transmitted by gesture, ritual, and repetition. This is the earliest classroom, the sky itself as teacher. The hunters fan out spears tight in their fists. They move silently through the tall grass, aligning their advance with the steady beacon above. When the wind shifts, they freeze. A herd of antelope grazes in the distance, their horns like spears catching starlight. The men and women circle their movements, woven together like threads in a net. Their timing depends on patience, on the rhythm of the stars, and the breath of the earth. Suddenly, a rustle erupts to their right, a rival predator. The flash of spotted fur, the glint of eyes. A leopard has caught their scent. Chaos splinters the night. The band erupts in shouts, and stamping feet brandishing fire-hardened spears. The leopard retreats, its yellow eyes burning in the darkness before it vanishes. Silence returns, but with it comes urgency. The hunt must begin before another predator finds them. The lead hunter raises his chin once more to the sky. He adjusts their path by the tilt of a single bright star, realigning the group. This celestial compass is their protection, their guardian. The chase resumes, feet pounding earth, guided not by maps, but by the ancient, unwavering lights above. Cut now to the modern world. A sailor aboard a vast steel vessel crosses the Pacific. He does not glance upward, satellites orbiting far above track his every move, invisible and silent. Digital screens flicker, GPS beeps, coordinates update in real time. The sea outside is endless black, the stars drowned by artificial light. Navigation has become blind trust in unseen signals. Precision has increased, but connection has withered. No ritual, no story, no reverence, only numbers. Back in the prehistoric night, the band launches its attack. Spears fly, legs burst into motion, and the herd scatters. Dust churns as antelope bound in panic. A young hunter lunges his spear, finding its mark. The animal collapses, its body thrashing in the grass. Triumph surges through the group, not just food, but victory over chaos. They will eat, they will live, because they trusted the sky to lead them here. For them, the stars are more than guidance. They are destiny. Dawn breaks bleeding gold across the horizon. The carcass lies at the center of the band. Its hide stripped, its meat divided carefully between families. Children gnaw at bones still warm, mothers wrap sinew and fat for the journey ahead. Yet even in this moment of feasting, their eyes turn skyward once more. As the stars fade, they imprint their memory, knowing that when night falls again, those same celestial fires will guide their path to safety. Navigation is not just a tool, it is survival, written into the marrow of their existence. The matriarch lifts her hand, pointing toward the low arc of the sun. She knows its rise and fall are echoes of the stars that vanish in its blaze. The band follows her lead, shifting their course with the dawn. To us, it seems fragile, almost impossible, that survival could depend on something so distant, so intangible. Yet for them, these lights in the sky are as real as stone, as essential as fire. Now leap forward into modernity. A hiker treks through mountains with a GPS strapped to his wrist. The digital map shows a blue dot sliding across contour lines, every turn measured to perfection. He glances down more often than up. The stars still shine above him, ancient and unchanging, but they no longer command reverence. Their role has been outsourced to satellites, stars built by human hands orbiting cold and lifeless above the Earth. Precision replaces wonder. Utility replaces myth. And yet, strip away the technology, let the battery die, let the signal vanish, and suddenly the modern wanderer is no different from the band of hominins on the savanna. Panic sets in, followed by silence, followed by the oldest instinct of all, to look upward, to search the sky for guidance. Beneath the layers of progress, the ancient navigator awakens the one who once moved by firelight and constellation. Back in the deep past, the band marches onward. Days bleed into nights, nights into days. Rivers are crossed, predators evaded, hunting grounds reached, all because they never lost the map above them. Even storms and clouds cannot erase this bond. Patience itself becomes a survival tactic, waiting for the heavens to clear, for the path to be revealed again. In this trust, they build the first unwritten covenant between humanity and the cosmos. Follow the stars, and you will endure. The story closes as twilight falls once more. The band halts on a ridge, their silhouettes etched against the sky. One child, small and curious, points to a star just piercing the dusk. The matriarch kneels her finger, tracing the same pattern into dust as she did before. A lesson passed from eye to eye, from heart to heart. The child does not yet know, but this simple act will echo for millions of years through sailors on ancient seas, through explorers crossing deserts, through astronauts plotting courses to the moon. From dust to stars, from savanna to sky, navigation has always been the story of survival. And so as we glance down at glowing maps in the palms of our hands, we are not as far removed from those ancestors as we imagine. Their trust in the stars became our trust in machines. Their hunger became our progress. Their survival became our civilization. The question is, if the lights of our satellites were ever to go dark, would we still remember how to look upward and find our way,